Peace and blessings. I am Chi Vital, aka King Chi, and I am back with another tool for your toolkits. What's going on, my light beams? Shouts out to the Occult College, gang. That's the family. You already know. How's the Chi family? What's up? What's up? We are just about there, aren't we? For those of you who are just catching up, that's fine. You can still use this information. You have some time to get yourselves together. But we're almost there. For some of y'all started with me when I began this ritual for ancestor worship. And so you should be finishing up tomorrow. Okay. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Mystic TV, Karu of Light. Thank you very much, love. Thank you. Peace, Aki. Yes. Thumbs up this video. Share the video. Let everybody know that I'm live. Because I want to make sure everybody gets this final ritual. It's super duper powerful. It's like the smack cherry on top of the cake. Y'all have been doing phenomenal work. I've been watching the development of the messages coming off of the flames and the pictures that you've been sharing in HOC. And y'all know better than I do because you're sitting right there and you're experiencing it. But the visitations from your ancestors, things moving along, the energy, the increased energy, right, and vitality to get things done. It's been really dope. Okay, some of y'all even started receiving gifts from your ancestors. Some of the things that you didn't know were sitting latent inside of your bloodline. You started realizing it because you're doing the work to uplift your bloodline. All right. So when you all are ready, let me see some white hearts in the chat. See some white hearts in the chat. As always, we right on time. Y'all gonna see how we do this very swiftly. Okay. We got all the finesse. We are definitely in alignment. Let me check the calendar right quick for some of y'all. Oh, my fairy's in the building. What up, fairy gang? The fairy gang is in the building. Yo, you know what? I want to see people testify. Let me get your testimony in the chat tonight. Okay. You see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Some of y'all really only started like a week behind everyone, and it's still perfect timing because you're going to be able to conclude with this ritual at the same time as everyone else. But check this out. If you weren't familiar with the picture that I shared in the community tab in HOC, right? On the HOC channel, check the community tab. There is a goddess that y'all have not covered yet. And this is just a little glimpse, okay? But I wanted to bring your attention to her because for obvious reasons, she's mad important. Okay. We talk all the time about Mother Earth and the earth sustains us, and we got to take care of the earth, all of that, right? Mother Earth is like through and through all of our spiritual practices, very important. If you're doing anything concerning offerings, especially like you could do offerings in the house, but anything that touches the ground is a part of giving those offerings to Mother Earth. Putting your offerings outside when you're done are giving those offerings to Mother Earth. So it's only right that I give you all the mantras to speak directly to the spirit of this goddess. Okay? So I'm giving y'all her mantras, and I'm going to give y'all a little bit of information about her because y'all should be excited to know that there is a goddess, a form of Lakshmi, because y'all already know Lakshmi gets the bag. a form of Lakshmi that works very quickly and is easy to appease on earth. Because if y'all remember from the past, Lakshmi is really high up there, very high ranking, and she does not make her way into the earth realm very easily. Okay? She does not. However, this goddess is a form of Lakshmi, and she is always ready to provide abundance. Okay? And all right, let me wait for y'all. Put some ones in the chat if y'all have your notebook and y'all ready for this. Thank you, Kira. Professor Egan. Thank you, thank you. So again, I'm just going to repeat it in case you were late to the live. Even if you got a late start on the Petri Dosha work, okay, make sure you pay attention to the details of this ritual to close out. All right, y'all had 21 days. And I want y'all to save your questions, but put them in the chat. I'm gonna answer them at the end, but don't forget to ask your questions because this is important. This is the last video on the ancestor worship. All right, so y'all ready? Bhumi Devi, okay? Devi. She is the goddess of earth. She is even seen literally as the earth itself. Okay? She is the consort of Varaha. Okay, the boar. Yeah, the boar version of Lord Vishnu. So y'all peep the science. Y'all already know Lord Vishnu is all about sustaining the earth, okay, and sustaining abundance and beauty and such. Okay. Being that Moon Devi is considered the earth itself, she literally is with us every step of the way. Every day. You walk outside, you're in your apartment, you're in your house, you're walking on the earth. You are walking on and with Bhudevi. Okay? So realize that moving forward is very auspicious to acknowledge the sacredness of the ground that you walk in. As indigenous people, y'all already know that we recognize the earth, okay? We recognize the earth as a supreme being. We recognize the earth as the provider of all of our needs. So, the same way that we want the earth to continue to provide for us, we want to go to the earth and literally do these mantras so the earth can remember its contract with us here. And luckily for us, Bhumi Devi is very quick to remember. In fact, think about it. How many times have you walked outside and not thanked her, and you still are able to go to the supermarket and retrieve your goods? You're still able to walk on the earth and not get swallowed up by her. But what happens when she gets turned up? Right? She can open up and swallow the entire place. Right? We have earthquakes. So that is Devi opening up and swallowing up her offerings. Okay? And so we may have some real turned up earthquakes coming forth. So I would really encourage all of you, especially those of you who are living close to fault lines, to get this working. Okay? What is a beautiful alignment for us is that we have a new moon the day before the American holiday of the treachery, okay, Thanksgiving. Now, we all know the controversy, right? But still, as Indigenous people here in the Americas, many of your family, including yourself, celebrate by having family come together, okay? And the basis of these rituals and doing the Pichu Dosha work is to recognize that bloodline that you all come together at least, a couple of times a year to elevate, right? The conversations are about family memories of the grandmothers, grandfathers, those who've come before us, aunties, uncles, cousins that have come and gone. Those are the conversations. That's the energy. And so when more of y'all come together in one place, that concentration of love and blood, okay? I said love because it's Friday, y'all. But bloodline is very strong, okay? And so we have this new moon happening on the Wednesday, November 3rd, the day before Thursday. And the most auspicious time to recognize Bhumi Devi is on the new moon. So we're going to be giving our offerings ahead of time, thanking the earth for all of its sustenance. And think about it, all of the food and the gifts and the sustenance, even of love and care and warmth that you're going to experience Thursday, you already put in utmost gratitude. Okay. So the fruits that you're going to be enjoying continues that process. And you would like to thank the earth for holding the bodies of the same ancestors that y'all have been uplifting. All right? Because everything goes back to the dirt. Everything goes back to the dirt. Even at the bottom of the ocean is the dirt. Okay? All right. So press 1 in the chat if y'all understand. Anytime we need a quick fix, any practice, what are you told? Go outside, put your feet in the dirt. Go outside, pour some libations into the earth. When we are venerating our homies who, we hung out with, what do? We send those offerings to the earth. Do we ask the earth, yo, can you receive these offerings and make sure that my folks get it? Probably not. Not unless you're in a ritual practice of doing so. But now, for those of you who probably don't do it, that's fine. I got you with another tool for your toolkit. All right, so thumbs up for that. So moving forward, this is what the ritual is going to look like. I did y'all a favor and I actually listed in the description box the order of how y'all gonna do this, because on Wednesday we have the new moon happening in the evening, but that day you're gonna start off with the sunrise. So make sure y'all take y'all shower, clean, right? More clean. If y'all know one thing, my is about clean, okay? And check the time before you go to bed at night so that you give yourself enough time to get yourself prepared. Check the time for when the sun is scheduled to rise, because you're going to be facing the direction of where the sun rises. I can't say just face east, because if you're on the other side of the equator, it's going to be flipped, right? So I want you all to, wherever you are, right, check where the sun is rising and at what time locally for you. This entire thing is so powerful to bring in so much good luck, so much positive energy, so much abundance. And for those of you who are still always looking for a way to help you out with fertility, Bhumi Devi, okay? And remember, she's right here on earth. In spiritual systems where you're working with energies that belong to the earth, they move the quickest. Remember that. All right. All right. So I'll put the ritual inside the description box in a specific order. You have your Gayatri Mantra. You're going to be facing the sun. As it's rising, you're going to chant the Gayatri Mantra. Okay? I know y'all know this already. The words are in the description box. You're going to chant it 18 times. So it's real simple, not 18 malas, 18 times. For those of you who got the stoppers for your malas, this is one of those times where it'll be super easy for you if you count them out, and you can keep on moving through your practice by setting them at the right number of malas. Okay? I told y'all this is, everything you get builds up on to the other. All right? Cool. After that, you're going to chant the moon Gayatri. Okay, so we're doing this in order. We're thanking the sun, recognizing the sun, then we're recognizing the moon. Okay, and remember, like, I want y'all always to be really thinking like scientists. Like, remember the fact that the Gayatri mantra is the mantra of all mantras, right? And what do you hear? Om BHUR SWAHA. It starts with that energy of Bhumi Devi. Okay? So, in case you missed the correlation, yes, they're absolutely related. Okay? Next. After the Gayatri mantra, you're going to move into the moon Gayatri mantra. Sun, moon, then Bhumi Devi. Okay? The moon mantra, you're going to be facing east. All right? Facing east. And finally, y'all are going to do the Bhumi Devi Gayatri, which I will go over for y'all sound-wise. And then you're going to conclude the ritual with her BIJA mantra. Press 1 in the chat if y'all got that. And then I'll move on to pronunciation and such. This will give me the opportunity to type this up for some of y'all watching this now. Clearly, I'm not your favorite secretary. I'll type dumb slow. With your mother. All right. So, Om Vasundharaya VIDMAHI BHUTADHATRYA DHIMAHI TANNO Bhumi PRACHODAYAT. Om Vasundharaya VIDMAHI BHUTADHATRYA DHIMAHI TANNO Bhumi PRACHODAYAT. Om Vasundharaya VIDMAHI BHUTADHATRYA DHIMAHI TANNO Bhumi PRACHODAYAT. So when you're doing that, y'all recall all the rice balls and the sesame seeds that y'all threw into the earth or into the pond for the fish to eat and all of that? You're giving thanks that all of your offerings were successfully received and given over to your ancestors. Okay? That's what you're thinking. You're giving thanks. Connect with your feet in the earth. If y'all are scared to be barefooted, fine. Scaredy cats. But connect with the earth. All right? And then her BHUR mantra is quite simple. So her BHUR mantra, Om HRIM SHRIM KLIM VASUNDHARAYA SWAHA. Om HRIM SHRIM KLIM VASUNDHARAYA SWAHA. Om HRIM SHRIM KLIM VASUNDHARAYA SWAHA. Okay? Y'all gonna repeat that 18 times. So you got 18 of the Gayatri Mantra. You got 9 of the Moon Gayatri Mantra. You got 27 of the Boom Devi Gayatri Mantra. And then 18 of her BIJA mantra. Okay? When you're done, okay, you'll be facing the sun. Hopefully, because you're facing the east. Just close your eyes and allow the energy of the earth to come up through your feet and the energy of the sun to rain down on you. And just have a moment of concluding your ancestor ritual. All right. So listen up. I'm going to scroll through here and look at these these questions. And I'm going to answer questions that I think you should have asked if you didn't. All right. Let's see. In the astral realm, was told to restart my family timeline. Can you tell me what this means, please? Oh, that can mean so many different things, right? But if you're restarting your family's timeline, you got to do a lot of work, bro. You need to continue. I don't know if you started this work, but I said I want to see some testimonials in here. Your ancestors, okay, can reveal to you the very things that have pissed them off, okay? Whether it be sudden death or some backbiting BS or being abused, all right? Or where they feel like they did enough to get you here, you meaning you and your family line, and no one's recognizing them. No one's calling their name. No one's remembering the things that they've done. No one. And they do get upset. Like your ancestors definitely get upset for not receiving some light in the form of storytelling. You know, the griot is a spiritual person. Okay. The griot, you know, as we are an oral traditional type people, these stories that are told and the times that the names are called of our ancestors is giving them ashe. If you're not doing this, okay, If you're not doing this, then you are walking this realm, this earthly realm, as if you have given birth to yourself. All right. And it's kind of difficult to really say that because obviously you came out of your mother's womb. Secondly, you got this blood running through your veins, and you have these bones that carry the memories of the people that you came from. You see what I'm saying? So the quicker you recognize that you chose to get here and you're doing this work and you light up your squad, is the more you're going to benefit. Some of y'all, the benefit is just removing some struggle bus from your life. It's not like a new car or anything. It's like, I just don't need to be struggling. Some of y'all, where the ancestors was holding up your bread and you needed some real investments, like forget a good wish, like well wishes and prayers. You needed a real solid investment to move your life ahead so you can really establish a legacy worth talking about later on, or your children can talk about you later on, like with ease, right? Because we talk about the people who've done great things in our lives. If we're surrounded by people, or we are surrounded by a family line of no gooders or people who didn't do much, sure, nobody's really talking about them. Okay. Or if you're surrounded by a family that is so busy struggling, they're not thinking about, oh, I need to think about grandma or great grandma or know my family history. No, they just trying to pay the bills, they trying to survive, and all that, right? The rigmarole. Regular, degular living lifestyle. So I hope that answers your question. That if you're going to reset your family's timeline, I would do this ritual, sit in meditation, and ask directly. If one thing y'all will know, any of my clients, students, people who work with me one-on-one, y'all already know. I really encourage you not to continuously just depend on receiving direct answers from myself or Baba T as your spiritual teachers, because you will cripple yourself. If you receive a ritual, it's a tool to open up the portal for you to learn how to extract information that is for you. In 21 days of sitting there, intending on uplifting your ancestors, even if they come through and tell you they pissed off, they're doing you a solid. Because you probably didn't realize that they was upset in the first place. And when you realize somebody's upset, then you learn how to communicate and make proper offerings, or figure out what you need to shift in your own life so that that person, that energy can be at ease and stop throwing a monkey wrench in your joint. Okay? Let me see. Q Alchemist. After I started the Petra Dosha remedy, I was offered 21,000 class for free. But exactly. And furthermore, let me tell y'all this, right? Y'all are getting some real rituals that cost hella bread for other priests and Brahmins to do for you. Just know that. Like this ritual, this 21 days that y'all just got done, that drink could cost you like $300 at least. How much did your rice cost you? Your sesame seeds and your ghee. What you ended up paying for is with your own energy, your own ashe. You think that if you were to pay that money to a Brahmin who, you know what I'm saying, hopefully you working with an official priest or priestess. I mean, it's a whole bunch of people calling themselves a whole bunch of things. See, Ashe. Ashe. We live, baby. Okay? There's a whole bunch of people who put on whatever clothes look like whatever title they're giving themselves. And then you pay them to do rituals for you on behalf of your ancestors. For some of y'all shouldn't be doing this, but y'all might. Okay. I'm not trying to be a dictator or anything. However, y'all will go to somebody who don't look like you to do some work on behalf of your ancestors. They're gonna do the work. You think they're gonna get back to you and be like, your ancestor visited them and told them this, that, and the third? Yes or no? Or do you think that your ancestors are going to come and visit you with the quickness and go, oh, thank you for paying that person to do that ritual for us? Or do you think that if you did this ritual and you put in the sweat equity, the same kind of sweat equity that your ancestors put in to survive long enough to bust a nut and conceive and carry whoever brought you here to life, generations, 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 that they're going to come through and be like, all right, I see you got a backbone. I see you push through that. So, look this up. We got some land in this area. Look it up. Get the paperwork. You gonna get that. I want you to further your studies so that, for all of us who didn't have the opportunity to read, write, or go to school, we're going to support you through that process and cover your fees for you to go and learn. Like, goosebumps. Goosebumps. Here it is. I don't know. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Okay? We are live. The ancestors are talking to us. Matter of fact, happy Veterans Day. Again, bunch of controversy, but at the end of the day, folks actually did bust their guns, be away from their families, get killed, lose limbs to do the damn thing so that you could be chilling here in the America. You know what I'm saying? That's just the balance of reality. So, my favorite phone Egun, honor and respect to the ancestors. And I also just want to congratulate y'all for leveling up your ancestors. Because the quicker they got the energy that you need, you'll be like swinging with fire. Another thing, some of y'all are adopted. I get that. You don't even know the names of the people you came from. But your situation of being adopted and being disconnected from your family is a sign of some trouble in your bloodline. Y'all saw that? My fairies are showing out. Wow. Anyways, this makes sense for y'all. Let me see. All right, Karu of Light. Do that thing then. That's where I'm at with my ancestors. Also, the names of the ancestors have been coming through, which is a big deal because 3 out of 4 of my grandparents were orphans. Yo, Q Alchemist. And I think Q Alchemist, you might have been one of the people who was like just about to go and pay for the Petri dosha, right? So you already know. She showed me a lot in my dreams. Yep. Aki, yep. What if it takes a minute for them to speak? It's all right. It's all right. Be patient. Here's another thing. A lot of people feel like when they're going to have communication from the ancestors, that's going to come through dreams. Okay? Sometimes it comes through these random thoughts, like while you're doing the practice, random thoughts of things are coming through. That's one thing. Another way, I think I talked about this, but I'll share again. You'll be out in the street and somebody will speak to you or drop some wisdom on you, and you be like, damn, that was right on time. Don't just quickly go to, oh, my spiritual guides, my spirit guides. Oh, it must have been the goddess or this deity. Think, oh, snap, like my ancestors are talking to me. Okay? Sometimes they speak through emotions as well. Like, we think emotions like being emotional, you angry or you sad, but you also could be experiencing like this gust of joy, like, and feeling pretty damn confident. That energetic can be coming from your ancestors to say, I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling good. Okay? So keep your eyes open, keep your senses open to the various ways in which our ancestors speak to us. Like someone stated earlier in the chat, you could have you can have more information become available to you. You can find notes from loved ones who have passed. I got a lot of that during these 21 days lately. I found a whole, like, well, I come from a very spiritual family, especially my mother in particular. And just like my mom's been gone since 2013, and there's been some stuff going on. I'm like flipping through a regular notebook, okay? Your little big notebook or whatever you call it, right? And there's a whole ritual in there of how to work with the ancestors to smooth out drama in the family. I was like, thanks, Mom. Needed that. So it can be like that. Yep, I found my grandfather's birth certificate. As simple as that. Like, take these little signs and make sure you write them down in your grimoires, which are your journals, so that your children, when they get them, they see, like, oh, my mother or my father was doing this ritual, and here are some of the signs to look for when I'm doing it to give me confirmation that my ritual will hit. That's what those things that you document, that's what that's for. Because every ritual has specific signatures of confirmation that it hit. Okay? How can we get to our ancestors that are farther up the line that may not want to talk to us? That's a good question, Cody. That's a good question. Are you talking about further up as far as galactic ancestors? Are you talking about ancestors that were doing well for themselves on Earth? Well. Continue to do this work. And for those of you who want to tap in to those higher up, I know what you was talking about. Those higher up energies, come to a ceremony as we tap in. Which brings me to this. All right. For those of you who are here, I'm going to start having to do this in the beginning. But for those of you who got a reading from me in regards to the very special Journey into the Sri Yantra meditation work for home, it's about to be lit. So if you haven't spoken with me about that, hit me up, because what I'm talking about, like, were you asking me, Cody? You'll be able to tap into if you do it right. Mystic TV, what do you do with malevolent ancestors? If you have malevolent ancestors, their energy is going to be affected by this work. And if you have, there's different things. So I don't want to just give you a general, like, fix all. If you hit me up, you text me, Mystic TV. My number is 202-810-1876. I can talk to you a little bit more about that. But I did already say there's 21 days of light for these ancestors. They're going to help to lift them up. When you come across an ancestor that needs to be elevated, you can move into doing another round of 21 days specifically for that ancestor. Okay? So that should answer your question for now. Okay? Some of you, like I remember I said, some of y'all had no communication. So even to find out that somebody's mad and causing trouble is communication and is the gift, because then you know what to do next. So that's it. Peace, love, and bliss. Make sure y'all drop those testimonials in the House of Chi. Gratitude to everyone doing their work. Gratitude to everybody being able to stick it through and doing this 21 days. Okay? And y'all got this. All right? I'll tune in with y'all later. Peace, love, and bliss.